Welcome back everybody to Extreme Offroad Silly Builds, and today we're dealing with the 2024 BMW X6M competition. So this now has 1002 horsepower, 857 pounds-feet of torque from a 6.5 litre twin turbocharged V8 engine. The car itself now weighs 4,198 pounds. Already had all-wheel drive, but it now has rally suspension and off-road tyres, and it can only do 0 to 60 in 2.755 seconds. 0 to 105.311 seconds, and go to a top speed of 204 miles an hour. So yeah, this is actually the quickest car that we've had on this series so far, to 60. And even though it doesn't have the most amount of power, it's hardly the least powerful one that we've had either, as it has more power than the Subaru Vivio and the Mazda Fiori that we've already tried out before. But this weighs comfortably way more than both of those cars. And yeah, it also doesn't have as much power as the Toyota Land Cruiser, which is the only other off-road vehicle that we've had so far in the series, although it does weigh 32 pounds less than that, but that's not really going to make up for the fact that this has 268 less horsepower. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what this can do in comparison to the Land Cruiser, because obviously that is a more capable off-roader, but this is a more capable sporty vehicle. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see which side, you know, is going to benefit this car or benefit time on this course. Because yeah, no doubt that this is a quick car, and it certainly handles better than the Land Cruiser does. It should hopefully make up for any of its deficiencies. You know, I don't like to see a car in this series fail or be unnecessarily slow, even if I'm not a fan of the car itself, which I'm certainly not a fan of this car. I'll take a Land Cruiser any day of the week over this one, but yeah, just looking for a car to be successful and not so. This engine is not the original engine, by the way. It has been swapped out. Couldn't get even 900 horsepower out of the original engine, so opted for a different engine. Not sure where it's from, but yeah, definitely able to get more power out of it when it is upgraded. It certainly needs that power given the amount of weight, but that is a massive amount of... oh dear. Well, I did say that we weren't going to be needing rewinds, but when you're in a ditch and you literally can't get out of it, then we are going to need to use a rewind there. Yeah. One thing I didn't envisage with this course is any issues with cars going off, so we are going to have to rewind it a little bit more. It's my own fault, I outbraked myself after that jump. So yeah, some cars might well get stuck, it seems, on this course. Yeah, that was entirely my fault and not the cars. I just outbraked myself after the jump. Still, at the end of the day, relatively new to this course, and obviously every car I use on this course is used for the first time. I do not do practice runs. Makes it a bit more authentic, I feel. So yeah, outside of my muck up, this is actually doing fairly well so far. The jumps and the bumps all nicely enough. Able to put the power down without much issue. Should I say much of an issue. And it looks like we're going to get second place with this. And yes, we are. With a time of 2 minutes 28.282 seconds. That puts us more than 4 seconds ahead of the Land Cruiser, and more than 5 seconds ahead of the Subaru Vivio RXR, but the Mazda Fiori still reigns supreme overall. So yeah, that is surprisingly quick, to be honest. I really wasn't expecting it to be that fast, because like I said, it doesn't have the most amount of power. You know, it's only got 2 extra horsepower over the Fiori, Granted, it does have about 250 extra pounds-feet of torque, but you know that Fury also weighs significantly less. So yeah, that's the main reason probably why that car is around 7 seconds quicker than we are. But quite frankly, for a 4,000 plus pound off-roader with only a couple of extra horsepower over the Fury, that is still not as wide of a margin as I was expecting, to be honest. I was expecting it to be above 2 minutes 30. Might well have had some anticipation that it had been quicker than the Land Cruiser, but I didn't expect it to be more than 4 seconds. So yeah, overall this BMW has been a surprise, definitely the surprise of this series so far. So yeah, it's not a car that I like at all, to be honest, in stock form, but for this course, with this upgraded version, it is a pretty formidable car overall. But yeah, nonetheless, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.